Ace on Knives. It's Rich. I'm working. I'm trying to get caught up in the shop. I'm trying to get to where I can start working on the camper for the road trip to Colorado Springs. And my father-in-law's coming to town today. He'll be in town for a week. So I'll have to entertain a little bit with him, with my wife. So there's that. I just watched a good video, and it's, I think, one of the latest videos from SMKW. He just showed some new knives, and right now they have the SOG Fielder on sale for $10. I bought two. So I suggest you either get on there right now and buy the SOG Fielder. I'm giving away a SOG this week, the Terminus. I also saw a Terminus on their website for $34. It's probably just like this with maroon scales, I believe. So you might want to check that out too if you're interested in this Terminus if you don't win it this week. I announce it tomorrow who wins this. So I bought two of those SOG Fielders. Now it's a wood handle, it's a budget knife, but it's, you know, why not? $10. I also bought, while I was on there, a really cool Victorinox knife. And then I also bought a Schrade liner lock. What the hell? They always have some kind of Schrade on sale, so why not? And I believe I bought something else. So they got some sales going on. I bought 5 knives for $74. You can't go wrong. Smoky Mountain Knives. Check them out. Check out their videos too, because the guy who does their videos, I should know his name. I forgot it. He's pretty good. He's educational. He's a professional adult. Nice guy, it seems like. And they've got an incredible store. They've got a video on their channel where they do a walkthrough, and he gives you a tour of their store and all their knife brands. And, oh, man, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of stuff there. I really like it. But the most recent video I watched, he was showing new arrivals, which was pretty cool video in the sense that there's a couple of cool things coming out. Victorinox has a really cool bushcraft knife out, which, as in the fashion of Swiss Army knives, the sheath is like a workstation for sharpening, for bushcrafting, for whatever. So that was kind of cool. It's like a moron steroids injected with some kind of laxative, because that thing is going to take a shit on the market and do well. I'll tell you that right now. It was sharp. I think it had 14C28 end steel. What else? I'm kind of giving you an update on their video. So watch it, because it's a good video. I like it. The guy who's with him, I like him too, because he's got my kind of taste. The flare and the accents of the knives, the backspacers, the little colorings that are subtle, burnt colors. That's my style, man. I love that. So the dude was screaming down my alley. So I like that. What else? Tomorrow I'll be announcing my week 10 giveaway for the SOG Terminus, and maybe even just do the announcement for week 11. What the hell? I'm going to be so busy this week with my father-in-law in town. Why not just jam that out as well? But I'm making lights right now. I'm wiring up the backside of a Live Edge recessed light. Here's what it ends up looking like. Yeah, check these out, guys. Woods Edge is my lighting company on Etsy. I'll put the link in the video down below. But these are really cool. So they only stand away from the ceiling about 3 inches. This is real Live Edge wood that I have purchased, and I have stacks of it. And when you order it, I take the piece of Live Edge wood out of inventory. I plane it, I sand it, I treat it, I coat it, I finish it, prep it, and then I add these recessed lights. These recessed lights are really cool too, because they have they have the option to go between five. It's called 5CCT. So you have the option to switch your light lumens from that's 2700 lumens up to 5000, 5K they call it. And you got this little switch on the voltage box. What's neat about that is these will eventually burn out, but it takes a lot of time. They got like 50,000 hour lifespan. All you got to do, I would take a screwdriver gently, just so that you can get leverage behind it. You don't want to scar your wood. This is when you're changing the light. You got to watch out, because watch this. You hear that? They're like mouse traps, spring loaded. And then you would just pull it out. You unplug it right here, and you swap out the light. But what's also cool is you can reach in the hole and change the lumens. In each hole, you can reach in, you can feel for the box, and you can readjust the lumens with your finger. So you can hang the light. I got one right here above me, actually. You can pull this light out, reach in, change the lumens. I can reach above this one. It'll be this one right here. See the temperature change in the light? I don't have Gary the gimbal working today, which is probably good, because it only wants to follow my face, not my hands. So I had to do it manually. But yeah, so I have this hanging above my workstation just because I have, I have access to the guy who knows how to make them. This light is really great in hallways. It's really great in low ceiling applications. It's really great if you want something sleek and you don't want something like, I do hang pendant chandeliers, but some people don't want that. This is kind of cool to, like, say you wanted to hang it above a pool table, ping pong table, in a game room, in your basement, in a hallway. It has a nice linear feel. Great lights. They're great lights. I love them. I think, I probably need to start gearing more. This is the back side of the light. I make a custom bracket right here. This attaches to the ceiling. Doesn't even need to attach to your electrical box. So if you have an off-center application where your electrical box is a little off-center, say it's down here, you can put this centered, and this area where your box would be will still be covered by the light. And now you have a light centered on your space. It stands off of the ceiling with this framing work right here on the back side. And then I do a lot of stuff with barnwood. Real Indiana barnwood. Barnwood that's like 100 years old. I take it, look at that. I clean it up, I finish it, and it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful wood that I think you can ever use. It has so much character from all the years of being around farm equipment, farm animals, farmers, and it's just kind of like an encasement of history, if you ask me. What's really cool about my pendants, showed you. I tuck this in, and then this hangs. They'll have like a little adjustable cord grip that goes on there, and you just loosen it, pull out more, tighten it, loosen it, pull in more, tighten it, up to 48 inches. That's a lot. Has a little nut. Now these are universal size for America, in the United States at least. E26 medium base bulb sockets. Now this socket, I'm grabbing a fancy. This is another thing too. This is a light I'm working on. It's gonna have 3 of these hanging from that large base I just showed you. Now, you can put anything. All you got to do is search pendant light shade online, right? You search pendant light shade online, and you can pick from so many various different kinds of shades, and you can always change your shade. So it's almost like you can change your light anytime you want. Really neat things you can do with mason jars. I do mason jar lights, and it'll come with the lids that connect to the socket, then to the jar. See here, just like this. Connects to the jar, and you can, like with mason jar lights and say whatever application, you can change the color jars. So say you have Halloween, you want orange jars. Christmas, red and green. Easter, pink, purple, whatever, pastel colors. So it's very versatile. So this is kind of cool. And when you have a light behind it, so look, it reflects in this one. These are really cool. Nice. And this is a great contrast to the rustic finished wood that I use. So it's kind of like really shabby chic and cool looking in this application. I really like glass shades against the barnwood. I think it pops. It just really looks fantastic. But I get a lot of people, most people, are actually still, and I'm surprised, but still doing industrial. People love these. I like them. I think they're great in my workshop, but people are putting them in their homes. They've been doing it for a long time. I'm kind of waiting for the fad to go out, to be honest with you. But that's a nice thing. If the fad goes out, this slides over on it. It has 2 screws that'll go here and tighten up on it, and you have an industrial look hanging from barnwood. That looks pretty great, actually, when you think about it. It's almost like what would be in a hen house or something, and you have a country theme in your home. There's nothing I can't do. I customize all these lights, even when I'm making them from each one to another, because every piece of wood's different. The sky's the limit. You just say, hey, Rich, message me on Etsy. You say, hey, Rich, I need something by this dimension, by that dimension. I want these many pendants, and I'd like it to have this different kind of shade of wood versus that kind of shade of wood. I read your message, and I said, I can do that. Put the notes in the order, it'll be done. I ship it to you. You get it. I make mistakes. And what I do when I make a mistake, I make it right. So then you get the light, you're like, this isn't what I ordered. What the heck, Rich? Give me a hard time, I'm okay with it. I'm so sorry, because I will be apologetic. And I'll say, here's the deal. I'm going to ship you out a new light. It's going to come to you. You're going to check it out. Approve it. You approve it? Boom. You throw that light in the box that the new one came in, because you probably threw away the other box thinking, oh, I love it. I always do that. You just tear the box open and it's no good. Just throw it in there. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be nice. It just needs to be taped shut, whatever. I'll get it back. If it's broke when it gets to me, I'll fix it and try to sell it again, or just put it up in my shop somewhere. I don't know. But what I do then is I tell you to take that box, put it on your front porch where your UPS typically comes, and then I have UPS do 3 attempts to pick up your light. They'll come pick up your light, bring it back to me, no cost to you. Yeah, that's how I operate. And I'll get that one light. Now, I do have lead times. My lead times, because I'm very busy in the shop, are 4 to 6 weeks. Say you got an event coming up and you just got to have that light. Contact me. I'll work with you. All right? But if your light gets to you and you're not happy with it, I'm going to have to bump your new light up so I can get it out to you faster. And I try to get it back to you, the new light, within a week. Just be patient with me, and I'll take care of you. Trust me. It's how I operate. It's how I operate. Woods Edge, Rich Armstrong, AOK Product Reviews. I review products that people are going to like. And if they're not going to like it, I'm going to let them know they're probably not going to like it, so they don't buy it. That's why I do the reviews. So I do a little bit of everything. I like to think I'm a Renaissance man, but not really. Deuces, guys.